Yo.
Yo.
What is good, guys? Welcome back. It's Tuesday, November 17th, episode 33 of the Radical Soul Podcast. I'm Daniel.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Jason.
Jay, welcome back, my boy.
What's up, guys?
It's been many times that you've been here. Thanks for filling in for Ethan, who's currently on his way down south to his new home in Florida.
Man, call him Kodaki.
But being that it's the 33rd episode, I wanted to get into the NBA a little bit. That's why I'm wearing my Knicks windbreaker today. Definitely a lot of crazy stuff been going on in the NBA the last 2 days. Got the NBA draft tomorrow night, where a lot of people are predicting some crazy stuff to go down. Gonna talk some football because we got a Patriots fan in the building today, and we have some questions for him. And I even heard we might have an interview with James Harden.
That'd be amazing.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Oh.
Before we start with any of that,
before we start, I gotta ask Jay a question, dog. Do you have faith in your quarterback, son?
No.
Because I don't either. And I've been telling Dan that for the past 2 weeks, and he don't believe me. He said it was something about the turf, and then he showed me some other clip of them at the turf, and I was like, yo, stop. Cam Newton is not it. He sucks.
Cam is washed. I did have high expectation from when he first got picked up. All right, something different we could actually work on. But after a couple of weeks, I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. He wants to be that throwing quarterback where I don't think he's that throwing quarterback where he's the more mobile quarterback. That's what you came to the league to doing. So just stick to it. It'll work.
But y'all got no weapons to even be worried about.
Yeah.
So exactly. So it's they could contain him, but he might go down the field here and there. But the running game is what the Pats almost lived off. Besides, if Brady got hot down a comeback lane, he'd get him downfield. Let's go. But mainly, we were doing a lot of running the ball for the past couple of years.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like he the past couple of weeks he couldn't even find his feet, man. He can't even break left, break right. You see him tripping every here and there. I don't know. I feel like he's lost his touch a little bit.
He definitely did.
So what are you doing as a Pats GM these next couple of years? Are you going into the draft? Are you drafting a quarterback? What are you doing?
I would draft a quarterback, or if a particular quarterback does come available, I'll give it a shot. Because I really don't see Cam coming back next year. I don't see Bill Check doing that. I don't think he will want to stay. I will go definitely pick up hopefully get some wide receivers in off-season, definitely quarterbacks. That's what we need. We need wide receivers and a legit quarterback, and we'll be fine. Because our defense will do what we've always been doing for the past couple of years, but we definitely have to focus on the quarterback and some receivers. Yeah. But they're too cheap. They're very cheap. They never want to do long-term deals. They get these one-year deals to get them in and out, and let's keep it moving. I think that'd be the only downfall that we do a lot.
Yeah. And that's the reason why, that was their motto for a little bit, that they can just produce anybody.
Draft and pick anybody.
Yeah, they could just draft and produce. Belichick is the coach. So, I don't know. Hopefully these next couple of years. Not hopefully, because it's still fuck the Pats. I still hate them, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird seeing them literally be on top of the NFL since I can remember watching football, bro. And then all of a sudden it's just
it's downhill. We're second place in that division. No, we're third. We never placed third in that division.
Yeah, it's
since I've been watching football, since I became a Pats fan, I don't think we ever had a losing season. I think that one time when Brady was out for his back, we went 10-5. We lost to the Jets. That's what Sanchez was there. And I think the backer was Geno. But since then, there's always been winning years, year after year after year. To start 4-5 is just trash.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. Because I knew the Knicks would always give me mediocre shit, but I could go to the Pats and I'm gonna have a winning season. It's have some excitement. Now I don't have nothing.
Yeah, well, welcome to being a New York fan, in general.
Now you know my misery. Actually, no, you don't, because we're 0-9. But
Damn, that would be bad. That it could get worse. It could get worse.
Damn,
So,
man.
yeah.
Damn, Daniel.
we're not getting into that. We had a bye week. We're not talking about the Jets. We could talk about. I actually wanted to bring this up because since Chris said if you're the Pats GM, but let's talk about Jay being the GM of his fantasy team real quick. Chris, what happened there, my boy?
Thank you, Adam.
Yo, literally no one showed up. Yo, Adam scored like 5 points the past 2 weeks. I know you were shitting bricks that last game. You're like, yo, is he gonna give me 5 points again? Because even I was like, yo, I'm never gonna watch the game. This guy if he hits a cut left, he can break his ankle.
I need 7 points. Adam, can you pull this off? I got the notification.
That he got a touchdown.
Adam scored a touchdown. I said it's over.
Oh, yo, I was literally over. I was sitting right here, and I literally said, "Oh, fuck!" I yelled out. I was like, "Fuck, I lost." Damn, yo. And then supposedly, the notification was that it was some horrendous catch. Like it was some.
He caught two touchdowns.
Yeah, so
he still did, once that second one came out, he still did. That was it's over. But yeah, I was very nervous.
Yeah, I keep doing this. I keep fucking taking chances on people in fantasy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I took a chance on DJ Dallas. I took a chance on Bernard because Joe Mixon's out. And that paid off for me once because he put up, almost 20-some points the week before. But, man, nobody showed up.
Don't worry, Chris. You could be in my situation where literally no one showed up.
No, bro. Like, I have Antonio Gibson on my bench, and I haven't used him yet. And he's been producing every – I'm like, why don't I just put him in? Because I had Kareem, Ronald Jones. I'm like, they've been doing good. So I was like, what's the point of putting them in?
Yo, so you made some shockwaves in the Radical Souls League trading away Kareem Hunt. What was your thinking?
His runs are going down. Nick Chubb is taking over, bro.
That's what I thought it was. I'm like, it had to be that. And Duke Johnson's going to be the workhorse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duke Johnson's going to take over the workload for David Johnson. So it's like, I have Antonio Gibson too, so it's not a bad thing just to have extra on the sideline if I need to do a flex or whatever. But that was the main thing. I was like, all right, cool. Kareem's going to come down because Nick Chubb is wonderful on Sunday. If he do that for the next week or two, they're going to need Kareem for nothing.
Word.
That's true. So,
yo, plus John been sending bogus ass trades, so I was like, "Come on, just do this straight up."
Bro, I kind of fucked up on the trade I did though, man, because now this guy, what's his name, is on the IR, which I thought he just had a concussion.
Oh, Montgomery.
Yeah, yep. and he was producing, and I mean, Chris Godwin's hurt. He's got for God's sakes, he's got a rod and 2 fingers. Like, I mean, like, I was like, you know what? This can't be a bad trade. And then all of a sudden, Chris Godwin scores 2 touchdowns or something like that, puts up like 15, 16 points.
Y'all smacked up on the Panthers, though. That final score was crazy.
Yeah, I was nervous at first. Listen, I'm still a Tom Brady fan, but I'm a Pats fan forever. So I was going for both. I was like, oh, they losing to the Panthers? Then he just turned them. I was like, oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That a boy. I'm mad I dropped him in my other league.
I mean, I have noticed something with the Bucks. If we're gonna talk about them, like, I have noticed if they're in a spot where they're kind of really down, like, they kind of don't listen to Tom Brady. Like if he was on the Pats, because I feel like when he was on the Pats, like when Tom Brady spoke, like everybody shut the fuck up and everybody listened to him. Like when he got mad, like. Everybody, listen. Yo, you listen. You look at him in the sideline. Yo, he looks like Odell. Like he looks like nobody's listening to him. He's just bitching by himself. Like, so yo, get this guy. Like, why is he yelling at himself over there? Because there's a lot more veteran players. I would say veteran, quote unquote, on the Bucks than there is on the Pats.
I just look at it also. The Bucks is like, yo, we've had this character before you got here already. Who you think you are? I understand your greatness and everything, but it's like you're coming here. We already was going without you, so it's like with you here, it'd be even better. But chill, like he don't need to do nothing. Like your defense is great, your offense protects you a little bit, and you have the receivers. You just throw the ball at this point.
I don't know what it is, man. I really couldn't. That 3 to whatever the hell loss it was against the Saints.
Oh, 35-3 or some
That was
crazy
just
number.
bad, man. Like they just couldn't find anything. Couldn't get the ball rolling. Like
Nah, Brady was not throwing to Chris Godwin. Like, you have the arm, just throw it up to him. He's gonna catch it.
Yo,
yeah.
speaking about just throwing shit up, can we talk about Kyler Murray to Stephon Diggs? Not Stephon Diggs. Whoa, Stephon Diggs
Hopkins.
played that got pretty much forgotten about because of Hopkins.
Yeah, you gotta frame that, son. That is like you're not mossing people no
That
more.
was a Hail Mary, please catch it. Please. There was no way for him to catch it. I don't know
Caught it
how over
over
four
3
jerseys.
people.
Oh, sorry for the lights.
Nah, you straight, Jay. Yo, he caught that over 3 people, dog. When I saw it go up, I'm like, yo, there's no way in hell that DeAndre Hopkins is really about to. Oh my God, he really caught that.
Yeah, no, that was
I
one
didn't
of
expect him to do that
those
either.
Green Bay 2017 moments or 2016, whatever it was that he caught that ball.
He's done it
God,
a few times, so I don't know. I couldn't even tell you.
God, that's crazy, man. I mean, I remember when, because John has him, and he
Yeah,
sent me a screenshot of, I guess, him when he caught it because I wasn't watching the game.
yeah.
He's like, "Bro, did you see this? This just saved my fantasy league. Like, bro, like, oh, I think I just fucking won because of this. Like, this, like, he was just going off. He was so happy. So, I mean, it was a good catch. So, gotta give him credit.
Word. That was amazing. Speaking of amazing things, can we talk about how the Seahawks lost to the Rams and Jamal Adams just looks like he's not like having it over there? Him and Pete Carroll getting into it in the sideline after homie just looked like he whiffed on a tackle for God knows what reason.
Oof.
And that Jets trade looks so beautiful right now for those picks.
I knew that wouldn't work. I don't. It wasn't gonna work. I don't know how to explain. I just figured it was better for the Jets to get rid of that headache that they was gonna have to deal with all season, especially with the losing record they have. So it was like, why not get rid of him? He doesn't want to be here. We get some out of return, tradable.
Shit,
I guess he
we got
could.
more than a return.
True.
That's true.
But Jay, what we gonna keep saying? 'Cause I remember you had a strong opinion about this. You were on the same boat as me. As yo, we don't really need him.
Y'all really didn't need him. For what purpose did y'all need Jamal Adams for? I don't see
What did they
the
end up getting for him?
We got 2 first-rounders and a third-rounder, and a starting safety in Bradley McDougall. Who actually been hurt, but regardless, we still got those 3 picks.
shit. Y'all might get the first round pick. Well, y'all keep losing.
Yeah, we'll get the first overall. Maybe trade it. Keep Sam Darnold. God knows what they do about that. Or
Keep
even
Sam
draft somebody.
Darnold.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Let
can
him
keep Sam.
go.
I
Bro,
don't know. It's a
Start
50-50
with
thing.
Joe Flacco, bro. At least,
He's out this week again. But for me, it's
yeah.
like if we could
Get
trade the
Cam
pick,
Newton.
if we could trade the pick and trade Sam Darnold, I would do it. I'll trade back to try to get Justin Fields, in all honesty, over Trevor Lawrence, and get
I
mad
was just
picks.
gonna say you're gonna give up on Trevor Lawrence though. Like,
How many? But look at Patrick Mahomes for example. Patrick Mahomes was not the number 1 overall pick.
you're
Deshaun
right, but like,
Watson was not a number 1 overall pick.
that bleach blonde hair, son, like that shit hitting his shoulders, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Majestic, throw
that
the
shit
nice
is
lob,
majestic, son. Like when
majestic
he,
wave with the
you know
hair.
what I'm saying? When he whips that shit and it's like 60 yards, son. Like,
You just see it flailing in the air and shit, like an R&B song.
yeah, yeah. He talking about him. He hasn't come back, right? He's still on that
I
COVID
think he's
protocol.
coming. Think he's coming back this week.
Oh man.
COVID.
We'll see how the rest of the season go out with this COVID crap too.
Yeah, bro. I brought it up last podcast, but now I'm gonna ask Jay. Jay, do you feel like the NFL is just bypassing COVID now?
Yes,
It's like
they just want their
every
money. They just want money.
bro. It's like every day you see 2 or 3 new players with COVID, and it's like, all right, bro, go hit them, go stay home, don't come. And it's like the games just continue and more
It's
COVID
gonna keep
spreads.
going no matter what. They're not gonna stop because they want the checks. These
Yeah,
owners just want the money to keep going. They don't want to lose money. How the NBA lost money, but at the same time, yes, still because not you don't have full capacity of your fans, so you're losing money that way. So it's like then you're having all these employees, so you still got to pay your employees. So it's like, bruh, y'all could have done something, but just the amount of staff that you need to have a bubble like the NBA did would have been very difficult. I probably would have shortened the season. I mean, you already took away 4 preseason games. Just make it like 12 games or 14 games, then go right into the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, that would have not been a bad idea. Or just have, like, I was telling Dan and E in the beginning of the season, like, they could have, like, some sort of mini hub where, like, they're just going to play, like, let's say they have 4 or 5 of them. They're still going to have regular games. They play all day within those 4 stadiums. Because how many games play at 1 o'clock?
A lot. No. Good.
Because it's 1, 4, and 8. And then the one on Monday. So I would say at the full capacity.
Thursday.
And then the Thursday. So maybe at the full capacity, like there's 5 games going on. You got more than, you could put 5 stadiums and have those 5 stadiums as your, like, hubs.
Yeah, just do it the way that baseball did it, where you're from this region and y'all going to play this American and National League teams from that region
or like,
in the bubble.
Not even like the regions. Just like you could still play regular games, just go into those stadiums. Making sure you're on those planes, you're going to these hotels only. You're not getting in contact with anybody outside. Like now they're just going to regular hotels, like, where other people are staying at and shit that they don't know.
Word.
So like they're getting on planes. Like, I don't know. I felt like they could have done something to that manner to where it's just like the players and themselves.
Word.
So I have a question. Since we're on that, how do you feel about Toronto coming to either Jersey or Florida to play the season out? Because of COVID, if Canada's open up.
They're going to have to. They got to play.
I think they should just go to Orlando and just play in the bubble for their games. Like, you're already familiar with how that concept is. If COVID do spread, if you have Orlando down there, you have Miami down there, just those 3 teams play in the bubble.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
No fans.
Those concepts of, like, I think that might be a good, like, way of going into the future. Those mini bubbles.
Word.
Of sticking like 3-4 teams at home, minimizing who uses spaces. You're not wasting resources. You're limiting the player contacts to outside people. Like, I mean, I don't see like where you go wrong versus the NFL where it's just whatever. Like
a toss up free for all.
Yeah, like I don't know. So we'll see.
Would you be happy if there was in Newark? Well, that'd be cool. Well, with you, Chris, to be in Florida, would you go to a game?
I think I would. I mean, if you can. Honestly, I've been trying to go to a Bucks game for the past like 3 weeks.
I had it all planned to go to the Bucks game this year.
Yo, I was trying so hard to go to a Bucks game, but it's like previous season ticket pass holders they have first dibs, and they never sell.
Oh.
Like it's just that's it. There's like 5,000 or 6,000 seats, and that's where they go to.
They get trying to kill 2 birds in 1 stone. Go to Miami, then go to a Bucks game.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a far drive, but you could do it. It could be done.
Yo,
you don't mind driving 4 hours? It could be done.
Oh shit! Never.
That's a cool ass drive though, bro. You drive to like.
If you're on vacation, you take a 4 hour. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
I mean, you drive to like the Everglades. You see alligators. You know what I'm saying? You see all that country shit.
Listen,
like,
if this is like the alligator I saw on Instagram, that nigga like a dinosaur, I do not want to see it at all.
Yeah, them things quick too, bro. Don't play with alligator.
No sauce. No.
Yo, so since we was talking, since y'all was saying Bucks, and I just want to go into the NBA talk now because the Bucks, yo, they've been out here, dog. They've been making moves, dog. The Bucks now have Drew Holiday, and they have Boban Bogdanovic with the Greek Freak, Chris Middleton, and Brook Lopez. What's your guys' opinion? How do you guys feel about this?
Great.
I'll let Jay go first.
I think Bucks are like we're in a win now mode, so it's like we have to get who we need to get. Eric Bledsoe was good, but he's not gonna do what Drew Holiday would do.
Yeah.
Then you have Bogdanovic, he's just an extra bigger man that can actually shoot. So that could just come up, help off the Greek Freak a little bit. He could come down. So I think it was a great thing to do to get rid of who you had to get rid of if you are in like a win now mentality. Don't worry, there's no updates for nothing. So
they got rid of Lopez too, right? Didn't they?
Nah, they were able to keep Lopez. They got rid of in one trade. They got rid of the whole team. They basically the trade for Drew Holiday, they gave up 3 picks. They gave up George Hill. They gave up Bledsoe, and they gave up.
Bro, George Hill and Bledsoe are like the same two players. Same
Yeah,
I
players.
was
So it's like
literally.
you really didn't lose nothing with those two.
and
Maybe it's a
then
backup.
yeah, and then for Bogdanovich, they gave up DiVincenzo and I think 2 other players and a pick.
But I still feel they could get like some veteran players who's looking for a contract for 1 year, maybe 2 years, and then they'll be fine in that category. So I think it was a great thing to do, especially if you're trying to win now. It gives you a little bit more depth. It's like, all right, not only Greek Freak we have to worry about, not only Militant, but Drew Holiday can put the ball on the floor. Then Bogdanovich would spread out the floor. So I think it was great. It was great. These days, you got to do what you got to do. If you got to let go of the team, let go of picks to win, you have to just do it.
Yeah,
You
and
just have to.
especially when you get that close like they did, man. I mean, literally that's gotta hurt. And I mean, Drew Holiday, he's one. I feel like he's one of those players that are completely slept on, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
he's oldie underrated.
Of course.
So, and I've always liked Bogdanovich or Bo. I don't even know how do you say his name?
Bogdan
Bogdan,
Bogdanovich.
something like that. I've always liked him. I mean, he's been a decent player. So, I don't think they messed up. George Hill was across away from losing a knee. So.
Because of George Hill, the Clippers lost that first game against the Warriors.
Yep.
Yo, so
You can't even blame JR for that, but it's George Hill's fault.
another trade that was crazy. Chris Paul to the Suns. You think the Suns are making this playoffs now?
No.
Nah.
No.
Nah, really?
It depends.
What got y'all saying no?
They need more people.
And
It
Chris
can't
Paul.
Chris Paul is great. I feel it can help out David Booker a little bit more. He don't have to have the ball. He don't have to control it more. So he definitely just has a set shot, go up the alleys. It would be great for him in that aspect. But you need some other pieces there. It's not gonna work. That.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not. It's they were. I want to say a 500 or maybe something below 500 team, and like adding Chris Paul. Like, I mean, does Chris Paul really make that much of a difference maker?
I mean, look what he did with the Thunder.
You can say well, OKC. I was about to say that they did great. Like OKC didn't have nobody.
They had the
Not
one
nobody,
kid.
but they just had pieces.
Yeah, they had pieces, and I guess he brought them together. But I don't know. I don't see that happening with the Suns.
They
It'll
need
probably
one
be
more.
like borderline 8. You guys think?
No.
9th, 10th. That's your pick.
It depends what happens with Houston.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about Harden, bro? Now that we're talking about
Yo, should we interview Harden himself right now? We could do
go
it.
ahead, bro.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
call him up, bro. Hold on. Yo, James, we gonna borrow you real quick, all right?
All right,
Oh, look! Wow, Mr. Harden, how you doing? Yo,
What's
so
up, guys?
why you been going A1? Why you want to go to Brooklyn? What's good out here?
Cause these niggas are nah.
Hold
but
up,
they're
bro. What's good with that Instagram post, bro? What you mean by that? What's good with the bottle? Like, what are you trying to?
You saying no cap? You saying cap? Like, what's
what's
going
good
on
with
out
you?
here?
I don't know what you guys talking about, but I'm just put it this way. He has to go. If he wants to win, he has to go.
Well, I just got an update. They're in no rush to trade.
Of course not.
So they want a massive return for Harden. No obligation to trade Harden to the Nets, and may start season with both stars.
Woo!
I don't see Houston getting rid of Harden and not getting nothing big in return. Doesn't matter what team it is.
Just looking at what you got for Drew Holiday and look at what you got for Chris Paul. Yo, I'm charging the max.
Yo, you think Houston's worried about this? They have money. They don't care about that.
Yeah.
You're gonna give him $50 million a year.
He declined it. He doesn't want. That tells you right there. He definitely will be there. But regardless, I'm like, well, we got to pay you. We're gonna keep you here. But if I was the owner, you want to leave. Let's just see what options we could get. I don't have to hold on to your contract. I can get some other pieces. Build up. By the time your contract's over, I could be at a good standing point. You got a new coach. You just lost Robert Covington. But you still could build on, Austin Rivers, which would be great to do. I think that would be fine with PJ. Like they have people that they could definitely build around if they wanted to.
Yeah. But even if he does end up going to the Nets, do you think that's a successful move?
No.
Like
I
I've
say
said,
I
like
say
I've
no
said many
too.
times, it's either going to be the greatest team to ever be put together, or it's going to be one of the greatest cancers to ever go down in the history of locker room cancers.
Could you imagine being in that locker room and like losing a game and you got to walk in and you see Kyrie and Harden fucking arguing and KD's in the back like
Tweeting this shit.
tweeting and shit like
Those three would have to establish they would have to come to terms like what's their role on this team. If that's not established before they play, it's a total disaster. But I feel Harden would be willing to do that because I think he did it when the Russ came. He took a little step back. Like he still was doing his thing, but he let Russ go off. But KD and Kyrie, you gotta like, yo, what are you doing? Just do you. Kyrie, I think Kyrie at this point should just be the point guard that he should be. And if you got Harden's gonna knock down a three. He ain't gonna play defense for you. But
Yeah,
offensively,
that's going to
that
be a
defense.
terrible defense in that backcourt, though.
he could be like the I honestly think he could be like the Klay Thompson for the Nets if it worked out. Just put him around there to shoot. One dribble shoot. I don't need you to do nothing else to shoot. Cause you can hit the floater if you need to hit the floater, and get the N1. But it might work, but then again, it's just too much personalities, too much egos. That's the problem. That's the big
Yeah.
word, ego.
Yo, so Jay, since you're a Knicks fan, I want to ask you this. How do you feel about Westbrook? Because me and Chris are giving the opinion on it last episode. I want to get your opinion on this. What you think about that rumor?
No, because I feel we have to get rid of good pieces that could be developed, and he's gonna try to definitely take over that team. And a lot of players are not gonna. I think they'll play because it's Russ, but still, we won't be able to see like RJ be developed to RJ because they're gonna sign up for at least 3 to 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they was talking about we had to get over like probably Julius or
Kevin
Smith
Knox,
Jr.,
Lakina.
Kevin Knox. Yeah, like I don't mind particular players, but I got to see who else is gonna come with Russ. And I would need Russ to just calm down. I don't need you to be that full throttle player every game. Just take it easy.
Yeah, word. I mean,
if he could be the Chris Paul on OKC to the Knicks, I love it.
Yeah.
Word. Because I follow this page, NYK Everything, on Instagram. He was kind of talking about that a little bit. And he basically said, like, you need to start somewhere. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's sick and tired of missing the playoffs year after year. Finally have another opportunity to make up for what we missed out on last year, bringing Russ. So, I mean, I kind of liked it a lot. And he kind of gave like a whole projection of a lineup. And he said bringing Christian Wood, bring back Marcus Morris, since he was great on the team. And you kind of just take off the pressure of whoever you draft this year.
Marcus went to LA or he went to the Clippers?
He went to the Clippers because we traded him. So we got that first round pick this year at the end, like in the 20s, and we got a number.
He's not coming back. He's not coming back. Like, yo, y'all trade. Like, I turned down the Spurs to go play with you guys, and then you guys trade me. I'm not. He's not coming back. If anything, he'll probably try to team up with his brother.
In LA? In the Lakers?
I don't see why not. Both of them on the field for defensive purposes.
Yeah. And I mean, talking about LA, what do you think about Kuzma going to the Knicks? You like that? I was hearing that too.
I wouldn't like it. I feel like he'll come and try to do too much, and he'll
He'd be another Kevin Knox to me. Just upgraded a little bit with more of the year experience, but he's very inconsistent. The Knicks can have inconsistency. Like, we already do that enough to when we losing. But like, we need someone who's definitely wasn't going to be there, could handle the pressure, don't let the all this media crap get to you. Like, somebody who really wants to be there, actually really play. I think the last person we had there that wanted was Melo. He wanted to trade there. He did what he had to do. Sometimes the supporting cast wasn't what it was supposed to be, but he went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Back-to-back years.
Many years.
Lost in the first round, lost in the second round. So wait, he went that first year, he went there.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I feel like Kuzma may need like another year or two under LeBron. just like learning. I feel like he's not fully developed to go to a team like the Knicks and be successful. So
The Knicks. I mean, we got the draft tomorrow. The Knicks. Hopefully, they could draft. I'm hearing a lot of Isaac Okoro from Auburn. He's a 3-and-D wing guy. I'm just concerned that we have too many young pieces and they just throw them all out on the floor at the same time and just like it don't work
play.
out. Yeah, like how's that gonna work out? Like that's my fear that they just try to throw like a rookie wing or a rookie point guard in and just say, all right, here, like this is yours, have fun, go play with RJ Barrett, but just know if you guys suck, like yeah, not gonna hear the end of it.
But that's the thing. I think RJ should have took that to like, all right, let me go off. I don't think RJ started going off towards right before COVID started getting like exposed. Like now you want to kick up. I think that should have been your whole mentality going into the league. Or like that first game. I know you're probably nervous, but it's like I looked at him play. I'm like, yo, you're a better post-up player. Post up these point guards. Like they're not gonna guard you that well. And then just hit him.
I mean,
Turn around.
Julius Randle wasn't helping with his little spin move into double teams and shit. So I mean,
Yo, he was blowing by a lot of games.
Yeah.
I think nobody on that team knew who was the leader, and everybody wanted to be the leader.
yeah, because you had Elfrid Payton one game like doing too much. You had RJ Barrett like struggling to shoot because it was like everybody guarded him at all times, and he's playing against great talent at the 2 and 3 spots and even the 1 spot sometimes. And no one on the Knicks could shoot to save their life, and everybody just seemed like they was trying to be the leader of that team, and it just never materialized.
That was true.
Thanks.
But yo, let's just hope that the Knicks can turn it around. Hopefully, they could pull off a good trade, not some crazy Westbrook trade to give up too much. I heard that they're trying to lean away from that though.
You should. We need all the picks. I don't know.
Okay,
I wouldn't mind giving them some picks.
Now that you just said picks, how would you feel if they trade up for like a LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards?
I don't want LaMelo.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want LaMelo.
That's too much. That's too much to go on in New York. Like we already have it as a no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and I mean, do you want Wiseman? I mean, that's really like I don't know.
For what you got? That's why
I was gonna say.
I heard this rumor that they were gonna trade Mitchell Robinson and something else for another pick to move up, and I'm like, so you're gonna trade away Mitchell Robinson, bring in James Wiseman maybe at the spot that you're trading up for, like
exactly. And I mean, what they're projecting now is to take the kid from Dayton. What's his name?
Obi Toppin.
Yeah, the power forward, and for him to be kind of like that 1-2 with Mitchell Robinson, which I kind of could see that. I mean,
that's not bad. Mitch, I like Mitch. I like Mitch a lot.
I like Mitch too.
They should build around Mitch and RJ.
They just need the right point guard. That's the main problem.
I keep Bobby Portis too. And you think West is that type of point guard? No.
He can get some assists on the pick and roll.
No, you gotta give me somebody else. I don't know who. But
so how would you feel about trading for, let's say, trying to think, the point guard position is like on lock right now. Honestly, like everybody that I could think. I don't want to overpay Fred VanVleet. I'm tired of overpaying people to be like 80 overalls and 2K. Like, nah.
I would take VanVleet. I wouldn't think that's not a bad situation.
But would you want to overpay him?
Yeah.
No, I'm giving him 10 to 15 for 3 years at least.
But what about
he's not getting a 4 to 5 year deal with me? Not at all.
Yeah. Would you guys be upset if they take a point guard later with that second first round pick that they got?
I really want Cole Anthony so much, and I've heard so many rumors that they do not want Cole Anthony. They have no interest in him.
Yeah. They would supposedly project. I'm looking at the projections now. I just pulled it up. Let's get to the Knicks. What are they? Pick something?
20-something.
Okay, so they have as a mock draft. They have the kid from France, 6'4", Theo Madeline.
Oh God.
Per usual. We're always picking these foreign let me not say that in the podcast. We're always picking these foreign players.
Yeah, he's 19. Let's see, he's already adapted
to Porzingis.
Yeah, he it says Nick. It's funny. It says Knicks fan may have PTSD from drafting a French guard, but Madeline is well worth the gamble at the end of the first round. He's already adapted to a pick and roll player, playmaker, and finisher. At 19, he showed his promise. don't know about that, dog. I don't know if I want a foreign point guard.
I don't.
And it's crazy because
I
Fernando
don't.
Kid is not even that bad. It's just he really isn't a starter. Like he's more like a 6th, 7th person off the bench. Like
Yeah, but you picking somebody in the first round, you want somebody to really just run with your team. I don't think
yo,
you want them to sit on the bench for a little bit.
I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. If Cole Anthony is not drafted by the Knicks, he is going to be going off on another team. I'm calling it right now.
It depends what team he's being drafted on.
No matter what team he is drafted to, he is going to find.
Nah, that matters, bro. It depends.
Bro,
If he what falls to the Lakers, you think he's gonna be a starter?
Not a starter, but he'll be a good backup to Dennis Schroeder now.
They didn't get Dennis Schroeder.
They traded it. It became official. They traded Danny Green in the first round. First round?
Hold on. No, they didn't, bro. When was this? I
2 days
I
ago?
didn't know it was official.
I mean, yeah, the stuff's supposed to go through today. No, yesterday.
Wait.
Yesterday was supposed to go through.
Wait. Damn, no way.
Yeah.
And while you guys look that up, I like the other kid too from Duke, the point guard from Duke, Trey Jones.
Trey Jones, yeah.
I like him too.
That's this dude's brother, Tyus Jones, the one who used to be on the.
Oh shit!
So you just seen it, huh?
I knew they were talking about it, but I didn't know it was a fit. Oh, that's great. I like that.
Yeah, I mean they expected Rondo to walk. Yo, let's sign Rondo.
Help!
I take it.
Atlanta said they'll give him 15 2 years. I did see that on ESPN.
Yeah,
He's not worth 15 for 2 years. No.
Yeah.
I give him 8 for 1 year.
For one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him 2 years to 1 year player option, but nah, not 15. He doesn't deserve 15 at this age.
Yeah. So, and I mean, his brother might come along, start some fights. Do you want that?
Yo.
I mean, no. If we could get him for a cheaper price, I'd take one. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. I mean, he would. Looking at it in the sense of like team wise, it wouldn't be bad because you would have a veteran player. You got all these rookies. Like you're gonna have 2 additional rookies that are gonna be good. Like he could kind of take them under the wing, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Run the floor.
It'll work. It'll work for RJ.
Yeah.
And Mitch. He'll be throwing it right up to Mitchell Robinson all the time. RJ, he like Rondo likes to attack the basket, leave RJ open. He'll shoot the 3. So it won't be bad.
We'll hit a 9th spot.
We'll just have to see what happens tomorrow on those. We got less than a minute. Jay, thank you for coming on. Chris, I'm glad to see you again.
I know. I feel like I haven't talked to Dan in years, and it's only been days.
We'll be back tomorrow for fantasy, and we'll be back on Friday with another episode of the podcast.
All right.
Thank you guys for having me. Holla at you guys.
Word. Peace.
Peace.